Good morning, Mike. It's your first day in the big chair at Argent. Welcome to the team.
Thank you very much. It's pretty exciting to finally have the feet under the desk.
Now, you've already hit the ground running. You visited the Kempfield and Trunkey projects last week. What stood out to you technically, given your background?
I think the main thing that struck me was Kempfield is a deposit of scale. Given the drilling that's currently been done over that resource, and it's still not closed off along strike or down dip. So there's a very strong indication that the resources could be extended. So given its current scale and the fact that it has the opportunity to be larger than it's currently known is a very striking aspect that occurred to me. And then going and visiting Trunkey was quite surprising. I got a sense that it's going to be a lot larger than people have perhaps considered. It's got a very long strike length of old workings, and a lot of effort's been put in to those workings, and they wouldn't have done that without reward. So I think one of our priorities is definitely get towards developing Trunkey as soon as possible.
So, Mike, what does your site visit tell you about where Argent should focus its near-term effort and capital?
Well, Kempfield stood out to me as having sufficient scale to progress the permitting process. The timing's right with the current silver price and the demand thematic to make that effort worthwhile. That starts with drilling, and that drilling will require taking metallurgical samples as well as geotechnical samples for future mining, along with understanding the zonation of the ore body. So VMS are very typically zoned, and it's very important for us to understand how that zoning occurs within the ore body, because ultimately that's how we best economically assess the deposit for extraction. So first step, drill baby drill.
Do you see that as the best opportunity to move what is, one of Australia's largest undeveloped silver deposits through to a more clearly understood development opportunity?
Yeah, adding value with a drill bit is a clear priority. This provides the basis for the asset itself and allows Argent to build that asset into an updated resource model, then into an ore reserve statement on which we can do detailed economic assessment and make those key decisions to move forward with development and construction.
Certainly drilling has been used to great advantage by many other ASX explorers. Do you see that, with silver attracting such strong investor attention, do you see drilling as the main way to close the gap between the scale of Argent's assets and its current market recognition?
Yeah, absolutely. In my mind, as of today, Argent is going to be looking at changing the narrative of Kempfield from an exploration focus to a development focus. And that will really be done by putting drill bits into the ground and defining that resource to a sufficient level, along with silver demand, silver prices, and a forecast structural deficit in supply. All of this perfectly aligns for us to take that next step to progress Kempfield and build a mine ultimately, and continue to advance our other projects such as Trunkey.
Now, you mentioned other projects. Certainly Kempfield is the company's first love, but you see major upside in the company's broader portfolio, don't you?
Absolutely. I kind of see Kempfield as being the epicentre, I guess, of that region or that area. I would like to think that we could treat any Trunkey resources that we find through Kempfield. And then to the north, we've got more base metal assets. And then across in Western Australia, we have quite an exciting copper opportunity that we want to develop. But still, the clear focus is going to be on getting started with and progressing that sort of Kempfield region, while still maintaining the work stream necessary to advance the other projects.
Now, I'm sure many shareholders were impressed that you had already made a site visit prior to your appointment today. What does the next 90 days look like for you in your new role as CEO?
Well, it's really consolidating that picture, developing a plan. We've got a strategy meeting that we'll be having as a board very shortly, and that sets out the time frame. So The way I look at it, one of the most useful tools is to set up the old standard Gantt chart with the final destination set at a date and then working backwards from there as to what needs to get done to achieve that goal. So I'm thinking in the period of about 2 years, we should be close to being able to reach some kind of financial investment decision. And along the way, we'll need to do some permitting works, we'll need to do some development works, and some design work for the processing route. So the bigger picture, the goal is within 2 years to have a very clear idea of where we're going to take Kempfield and I hope at the same time Trunkey.
Well, I wish you all the best with that, Mike, and in your endeavours.
Thank you very much, Gareth. Good to be with you.